Good day, students. I hope that you're good. So today I'll be taking you through the posting of the totals from the journals to the general ledger. So in this first part of the video, I will be focusing only on the bank account, and then in the next video I'll be focusing on the trading stock account, and then in the third video and last video I'll be focusing on the sales as well as the cost of sales account. But before I start, I just want to introduce you to an acronym that I use when I explain how to complete a general ledger account, which is called BAID. So, BAID stands for, or the B stands for the balance at the beginning of the month plus any additions that happen to that account during the month minus any deductions that were made from that account during the month. Then it should give you the balance at the end of the month. So I will call this the ending balance. So accounts follow this process. Firstly, accounts are going to show you how much is in that account at the beginning of the month or at the beginning of the year, how much was added into that account during the month or during the year, how much was deducted from that account during the month or during the year, or any transactions that might have led to a decrease in that account. And then at the end, you calculate how much do you have in that account at the end of the month or at the end of the year. So I made this acronym because I didn't want you to get confused or get your information mixed up. So in accounting, most of the time, if 99% of the time, we follow this process of BAID, but other students call it BADI because of this bed and there's an E, so it's called BADI. But I don't mind them calling it that. So we are going to be looking at the information relating to Popo traders for the month of June. Okay, so let's look at the information that we are given. So one of the skills that you need to develop as an accounting student or as a bookkeeper is the ability to identify information and place information in the correct spaces. Okay, so the information that we are given in information A is balances on 1 June 2026, which represents the beginning of the month of June. So we can safely say that this is the opening, or these are the opening balances of the accounts that are listed below. So I will label my information and say balance at beginning. These are my balances at the beginning of the month, or these are the balances for Popo traders at the beginning of the month. So inside the this information, we are given balance sheet accounts. We are also given nominal accounts. So under nominal accounts under balance sheet account, we have the bank account and the trading stock account. Remember, balance sheet account consists of assets, owner's equity, as well as liability accounts. And then nominal accounts only consist of incomes as well as expenses. So you won't find expenses under balance sheet account, and the same is true for balance sheet account. You won't find them under nominal accounts. So under balance sheet account, we have bank and trading stock. What this means is that inside the bank at the beginning of the month or on the 1st of June, there was 300,000 sitting in the bank account. And then on the same day, on the 1st of June 2026, the business had 200,000 worth of trading stock. Okay, so you need to vividly picture this as you do it. It must make sense to you. Okay, since I said we are only going to do the bank account, let us start with the bank account. So I'm going to show you the format of the bank account. Some of you maybe might be familiar with the structure of the bank account or the general ledger T account since last year. Okay, so we are going to be looking at this T account. Remember, a T account has two sides, the debit side as well as the credit side. Okay, but also what I tell most learners is that before you start a T account or before you start any other ledger, make sure that you label your account. Okay, what do I mean? Categorize your account. Okay, show where it is increasing and show where it is decreasing. So a bank account, we know that it is an asset. It's classified under asset. Okay, because this account, records the amount of cash that the business has or the amount of cash that belongs to the business. Therefore, it meets the criteria of being an asset. Okay, what do we know about assets? We know that assets increase on the debit side and they decrease on the credit side. The next step is now applying BAID. BAID says you must start with the opening balance, meaning the balance at the. So you need to show the opening balance at the beginning of the month inside the bank account general, inside the general ledger, the bank account. Okay, so on which side are we going to record the opening balance? On the 1st of June 2026. The opening balances are always located on the increasing side of that account. You see why it is important for you to label your accounts so that you don't make any mistake of recording the balances or any other transactions on the incorrect side. Okay, so bank is increasing on the debit side, so the balance is going to be on the debit side because the information is not telling us that the bank account is negative. And one thing that you should know is that the bank account can have two personalities. It can have a positive personality and a negative personality. But in this information that we are given, they are not telling us that bank is negative. If bank was negative, they were going to tell us that bank is negative and the balance should be on the credit side. But in this case, they are not telling us that information. So we assume that bank is positive. So let's go and check how much was in the bank at the beginning of the month. 300,000 was inside the bank account at the beginning of the month. So we need to show it inside the bank T account. So how are we going to show it? So you start with the date. So when you start with the date, first you start with the year. So we are in year 2026. The month is June. And then since it's an opening balance, it's at the beginning, so it's 01. Because the information that we are given there says 1 June 2026. So you copy that. And then under details, so for all balance sheet account, when you are writing the opening balance, under details you always write balance. And then the folio column, you write balance brought down. Which type of balance is it? Is the balance that was brought down from the previous month or that was carried over to this month. So we call it balance that has been brought down by the business. How much is it? 300,000. Then you are done with the first step of BAID. You are done. So you can tick there. Say, okay, I'm done recording the opening balance. And then you also need to start asking yourself questions. Was there any amount of cash deposited or added into the bank account during the during the month? Okay, so where are we going to get this information? So you need to go back to your information and check, did the business receive any cash during the month into the bank account? Yes. So you go to information B, extract of the totals from the journals on the 30th of June 2026. Remember, the purpose of this information or the purpose of the cash receipts journal and the cash payments journal is to give the business an overview of what took place during the month. So in this case, we are talking about the month of June. And then at the end of the month, we are going to summarize everything. We are going to total everything. Okay, so if you want to get the information of how much the business has received during the month, you need to look at one specific journal, a journal that records the cash that has been received by the business, which is the CRJ. So if you look at the CRJ, it has different columns. It has the document number, day, details, folio, bank, sales, cost of sales, and debtors control. But which account are we working on right now? We are working on the bank account. So we only want information relating to the bank account. So since this is the cash receipts journal, the total that is under the bank account there represents the money that has been made, or the cash that has been made by the business or received by the business during the month of June. So this is the additions that we are looking for. So I'll write here additions. Don't take the sales amount. Don't take the cost of sales amount. Don't take the debtors control amount. We are only working on the bank account. Okay, so we need only the information relating to the bank account. All right. So we need to update our bank account since the journals are showing us that 280,000 cash was made by the business during the month of June. So where are we going to post this information to? We are going to post it to the bank account, yes, but on which side, debit or credit? Should be on the debit side, because that 280,000 was received and deposited into the bank account. Okay, so we need to post it to the debit side of the bank account to show that that 280 is increasing the money that is already there inside the bank account. So let's record it. So the year is still the same, the month is still the same, so I'm going to put a tick. No need to repeat the information. Okay, but there's a difference in the dates. So we are taking a total at the end of June. Oh, so sorry, it should be the 30th here. It should be the 30th. Okay, so what are we going to write under details? This is the money that was received during the month, so we record it as total receipts. Okay, from which journal was this money received? From CRJ number 4. Why CRJ number 4? So if you go back to the CRJ, you will notice that at the top right corner there's a folio reference number there, the number that helps you to identify the journal that you are extracting information from. It is CRJ number 4. That's what we write under folio. So this one folio, it makes it easy to track information or to trace information. Okay, so how much are we posting? 280,000. Then you are done with this step. You are done with additions. You have added entries that increase the bank account. Are there any entries that decrease the bank account or the cash that is in the bank? Yes. So you go to your cash payments journal. Cash payments journal, this is the amount of cash that was spent by the business in the month of, or during the month of June. Okay, so that payment or cash total of the cash payments has a decreasing effect on the bank account, so we need to record it. Okay, because this money left the business, this cash left the business. Okay, so we are going to take this information and update our bank account with it. So since this cash is going out or moving out of the business, or has moved out of the business, on which side are we going to record it? Yes, on the credit side, because that 288,000 is decreasing our bank account. So you start with the date, year 2026 June, because you are taking a total, the 30th, details, total, payments. All right, folio, where are you extracting this information from, or which journal are you getting this information from? You are getting this information from CPJ number 4. We need the folio number of the journal, so you are going to write CPJ number for how much? 288. All right, and then you are done with the information that is decreasing the bank account. And then the final step is to now check how much now is in the bank account after taking everything into consideration, after recording the balance at the beginning, after recording your receipts, after subtracting your payment. How much now is left, because you need to show it in the T account. All right, so what do? You just do a basic calculation. Okay, so at the beginning of the month you had 300,000 and you made 280,000 and you used 288,000 of the cash. So how much are you left with? So I'm going to do a quick calculation on the calculator. Minus 288,000. So in the bank account, 292,000 should be left. Okay, should be in the bank account at the end of the month. But also we need to show this 292,000 in the bank account. Okay, so we know that in accounting, these two the two structures that I've highlighted there, they record the totals, and these totals should be the same. Okay, but we can see that the debit side is bigger than the credit side, so there is no way that these sides are equal, but therefore we need to make them equal. All right, so after finding the balance at the end of the month, you record it on the smallest side. Which side is smaller? Is the credit side. So on the credit side, you are going to say balance carried down. Okay, how much? 292,000. Okay, because this is the difference between, if you can look at the calculation, this is the difference between the debit side and the credit side. Okay, so now we can say, or we can safely say, the two sides are equal, because if you say 300,000 plus 280,000, it will give us 580,000. And if you do the same on the credit side, you will also get 580,000, and voila, you are done. Okay, you are done. But now the other step that you need to take is to show the opening balance for the next month. Remember, opening balances are always on which side? On the debit, on the increasing side of the account. Okay, but now how do you do it, or how can you easily remember that? Just draw an arrow of the carried down balance. So balance carried down is the closing balance. Okay, it's the closing balance at the end of the month. This is how much you have left in the bank account at the end of the month. And then once you are done finding the ending balance, now you need to show the opening balance for the next month. So you move on to the next month as well. So when you open your business in the next month, you will have the same amount you closed with in the previous month. Okay, this is also known as the balance brought down. It's like you are repeating the same process over and over again. You are repeating paid over and over again. So the year is 2026, but the month has changed. We are now in July 01, and that's how you complete a bank account. Please go and watch the second part where I will be discussing the trading stock account. Very important. Thank you.